Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Detective Comics 1017. Oh man, we got look at this. This is going to continue with that story with Nora Freeze, right? Listen, I'm going to tell you 5 things about this comic book after we talk about who made this book. Okay, let's get started. This issue is called Orphans. Tom Taylor is the writer. Fernando Blanco is on art. John Calise on colors. Travis Lanham on letters. Tony S. Daniel and Brad Anderson doing the cover. Variant cover by Joshua Middleton. And Batman was created by Bill Finger with Bob Kane. Oh, how's that feel? And that's even being polite. Anyway, let's talk about number 1 on this list, and that is, wait a second, Tom Taylor. What the frick just happened there, man? We had Peter J. Tomasi doing this stuff. What that? Taylor wasn't supposed to be on this stuff. What is this, some kind of a one-shot or something like that? Anyway, Peter J. Tomasi going to be back with the next issue. He's going to be doing a whole new arc and all that stuff. And we good. So this is just a one-shot. It's a little interlude. It's whatever. We don't have to worry about this because, I mean, like Tom Taylor. Nobody likes Tom Taylor, right? Nobody. Everybody's like, Tom Taylor. This guy sucks. Isn't that what we all say? I think. Anyway, let's talk about number 2 on this list. Dialogue. There was really good dialogue in this. I mean, that's no credit to Tom Taylor. I'm sure the dialogue just like magically appeared in the magic mirror or something like that. But the idea is that this was really good dialogue, all right? You had Bruce Wayne going to an orphanage. You heard me right, Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, this must be a Batman book. What are you talking about? But there's actually detective work in here, so I guess that matters, right? That counts. So Bruce Wayne goes to an orphanage that, of course, he happens to own, and there's a kid missing. But he goes and he's got to try and figure out what's going on, and he can't just go in there saying, hey, I want to find out what's going on. There's a third kid missing this year. No. Instead, he goes there and says, I've got, all this science stuff, an entire new science wing that I want to bring up and, start teaching STEM and stuff like that to really help out the kids' education. And I also brought an ice cream truck. So the guy's like, so you brought education disguised as ice cream? Disguised as sugar? That was a really good line. And that was just in the beginning of the book. There's all sorts of other stuff peppered throughout. Really strong dialogue in this book that kept me laughing or going, oh, it kept me engaged is what it did. Let's talk about number 3 on this list. Damian. I loves me some Damian. I know a lot of you guys don't like Damian. Poop on you. I like Damian Wayne, all right? Damian comes up in here and he's got his daddy issues, directly with his dad. And he's willing to talk about them, but he knows that Bruce isn't. So he's like, whatever, who cares? And the truth is, who does care? Does Bruce care? Maybe, but Batman can't. So we get that. We get, again, strong dialogue between them, but more than just that, there's actual development here. There's actual addressing an issue. Bruce is going after this this orphan kid who ran away, right? And I'm thinking to myself, especially when Bruce is looking at footage of the kid making a tall leap from a high building and all this, from a high wall. I'm just like, this mother fathead is always recruiting. He's looking for a Robin over here, right? Freaking Damian Wayne calls it out directly. Like, he actually says, it's funny that you got an entire Robin factory working for you. Like, yeah, no, it's true. If Bruce has an orphanage, that's exactly what it is. It's a Robin factory. Oh, man. Let's talk about number 4 on this list. Batman's favorite superhero is revealed in this comic book. Tom Taylor's not that good of a writer, though, right? I mean, he's written all these other cool comic books that we all like from Marvel and DC, but this couldn't be fun. This couldn't just make you laugh and then immediately start making you cry like a little baby. Like, oh my God. Perfect placement of this line. Oh, man. And you really think about the words that he just said and the timing of those words. Dude. Let's talk about number 5 on this list. Batman Repurposed. Look, Batman hasn't had a whole lot of character development in his ridiculously lengthy 80 years on this earth, right? It's like, he's a guy, first he used guns, now he doesn't use guns. Not a whole lot else besides that, right? Well, I know it's not entirely true, but, in general, Batman hasn't really changed a lot. It's fine. We don't really want him to change. But you know who can change? Bruce Wayne. It's not exactly a mainstream media thing, but, there are shows out there. There are programs out there that talk about the necessity of Batman, but the desire to make the world not need a Batman, you know? Because Batman's the guy that goes out and punches poor people. Bruce Wayne is the guy who can make the most change. But Bruce is mentally ill. Let's face it. Let's just face facts here. He's mentally ill. So he doesn't think about things quite that same way. Sure, he makes an orphanage. He does all these foundations and whatnot. But when does he actually check on them? But you know what he personally does? What he doesn't delegate to other people? Punching poor people in the face. So seeing this other side of Batman, seeing the Bruce side of Batman evolving just a little bit, realizing that, well, basically with great wealth comes great responsibility. Bruce Wayne reminds us that he does have the potential to be the best superhero ever, because he can quite literally do it all. I love the way that this book was laid out. I love the way that Tom Taylor, this guy who just, I mean, he basically sucks, is actually one of the best freaking writers in comic books today. Man, I know there are people that like to insult him and whatnot. That's cute. You're telling a lot of people about who you really are. Taylor has a way of bringing out the best in a hero, putting it right in the forefront, and then telling a story around that. Can't be easy to do. But I think that if we want to write, that might be a really good model to follow. I love what he does. But he sucks. I mean, duh. We're going to have Tomasi back. It's not a bad thing. But this was a really good thing. Can we make a third Batman book and have Taylor on there? Would that be such a bad thing? Can we actually have an Age of Batman? Because that would be kind of cool. Tynion, Tomasi, and Taylor. The 3 T's of Batman. That's wishful thinking. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.